Chevy, why don't you come over and help me out cranking it? We make a mortadella. It's an emulsion between pork shoulder and fat. And we'll fold in pistachio and cubed fat back that's been blanched. And then pump it into a beef bung, tie it up, and it's done. You'll be amazed how big this thing can get. Crank, baby, crank. Oh, yeah. This is like 15 pounds. Mmm. My name is Brad Spence, and I'm the chef at a MUNCHIES restaurant. You know, I mean, I grew up in South Jersey, and it's like all Italians over there. So I always loved Italian food. To me, like Italian-American food is soul food. So I always had that love. I always knew that I wanted to do it. But I knew nothing really about Italian food. I knew a little bit about it. And then once I started working for Mark, you know, he kind of taught me everything. Mark Vetri started Vetri, which is an 8 to 10 table Italian restaurant. You know, he's just like, he's the master. It was really when I went to Vetri that I really started to understand like what Italian food was all about, and traveling to Italy and working there. And that's when it all kind of clicked after a couple of years of working for Mark. Mark was looking to open more restaurants, and I was like, let's open a trattoria, let's open a trattoria every day, let's open a trattoria, let's go look for space. Bugging him for a year, and finally he's like, all right, relax. I think he realized that it was time for me to kind of have my own thing, so that's when we went out and kind of shopped around for spots. And we definitely have like the Roman classics. We have the cacio e pepe, tonarelli that we make here, black pepper, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, and pecorino cheese. That's a classic Roman pasta that you're going to have at every trattoria in Rome. And then we do some non-traditional stuff like the veal tongue, which again, I've never had that in Italy, but it's something it feels like you would have in Italy. This is definitely one of those dishes like when my family comes in, I don't tell them what it is, and they're like, what was that thing in the beginning? What was that little crispy piece of meat? And I'm like, oh, that was veal tongue. That was veal tongue? Oh my God, that was my favorite thing of the whole night. But this is something that we kind of come known for, It's going to be like one of our signature things. So we went out with Craig, my sous chef. He's actually been here since the very beginning. He's one of those guys that comes in and works his ass off. He's awesome. Salute. And then my brother-in-law, Kevin, who has nothing to do in the food business. He doesn't know how to cook anything, but he's been really close to me for the last like 10 years. We are going to Paisano's Sandwich Shop. It's only been open for a couple years, but eventually it will become an institution. Oh! It's my buddy Peter McAndrews. He just really cares about what he's doing. It's just not a sandwich. It's really something special, and it's really fucking good.
I got Peroni's. You guys got tecate and shit.
I don't know what the hell this is. This was in our basement. I just threw it on ice for these guys. Do you want us to help you out, or you just want to?
We'll go back there.
Yeah, we'll go back there. Two Irish guys cooking Italian food. He was kind of disappointed in the way sandwiches were in Philly. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna open my own place. So we opened it up, and as soon as you open, I would hear people talking about, you gotta go to this place. And we went one time. I took all the guys in the kitchen, we went there, got every sandwich. They were just awesome, He makes everything there, and makes his own bread, makes all his own roasted meats and stuff. It's good stuff.
This is called the South Philly microwave. you wrap it up in the paper for a minute, kind of melts it up a little bit. Sad thing is, I'd rather eat good food than be with a woman sometimes.
Well, definitely.
People walk in and they're like, yeah, you got a steak sandwich? And they go, all right, look, I understand that you are under the misconception that the Philly steak is the thing to have when you come to Philly.
Yeah.
That's the sandwich for Philly. But trust me when I say that what you should have is the Paisano.
Yeah.
We want to go triple X rated with what we're doing.
You are. Look at the sandwiches up there.
This is called the Liberace. Goofy name, but it's chicken fried chicken livers, and it makes your mouth sing like a Liberace. But it's chicken livers with soppressata, garlic mayonnaise, orange, a little gorgonzola. They're almost like chicken wings. All right, guys.
Oh!
Oh!
Boom!
About some livers.
The Liberace is definitely one of my favorites. You take a bite and it's just like, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's so much fat and so much salt and so much flavor in it that it's pretty intense when you eat it. This is insane. Oh my God,
It's
dude.
going right to my bad heart. I might have a heart attack. You watch out for me, man.
All right, guys. We're gonna be back at Amis at like 11:30, 12. You guys can stop back. We're gonna do a fucking mortadella sandwich.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do in my absence. But I used to smoke rollerblade on Fairmont Drive.
Smoking rollerblade.
People were like, who the fuck's this guy? I'll see you guys later.
Later, Pete.
Ciao.
Oh. All right, so next we're going to Han Dynasty. It's our good buddy Han Chiang. He has it's a Szechuan restaurant. Hopefully he'll be he won't be too drunk by the time we get there. He'll blow himself up with a wok or something. What Han always wanted to do was do like traditional Szechuan food. It's dishes that are, you know, hundreds of years old, and wasn't going to change it for the American palate.
The American needs to be educated. You know, when they come here, educate them. And if they listen, great. You're gonna have the best authentic meal of your life. All my chefs are from China, from this region, because if you're not used to the food, you don't know how it's supposed to taste like, you can't cook it. Yeah. Period. So we're gonna start bringing out food. Is that right?
Yeah.
First, we're gonna start out with beef and tripe with chili oil.
What level spicy is this?
This is like a 10.
Oh, good. Because I was gonna say it's fucking spicy.
Yeah. Start with that. Some dandan noodles.
Yeah, dude. Dandan noodles. You always go table side and do them, toss them like that?
Yeah, because Americans are too stupid to mix everything. So I'm
So
working.
that's traditional to the United
I'm working myself as a
we're all
slave
good,
to mix noodles. Dandan motherfucking noodles.
Oh, yeah, dog.
AKA crack. Chinese food is made for family style, to share. I'm Chinese, I'm 33 years old, I never had a meal not shared in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Eat and shut the fuck up.
It's pretty intense about the dishes, you know. They're all awesome. And it's all real simple, you know. It kind of reminds me of like what we do here minus all the spice, because it's one or two ingredients on the plate and it's like awesome ingredients, and it's always good.
Everything's fresh.
Yeah.
That's the way people should eat.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest, like I don't always hear totally fresh when I hear about like Chinese food.
Well, that's Chinese food in America.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Chinese food in
It's a
America
different
has
concept.
a very low price point. They usually buy really shitty meat. How the fuck they sell a lunch special for $4.50?
That's kind of fucking scary.
How the fuck they do that?
Nobody's
Even
terrified.
McDonald's can't even beat that price. How the fuck they do that? You really trust a Chinese family selling you $4.50 for a lunch special?
Han is like, he's crazy. He's saying crazy shit. Luckily, the group I was with, they're just as crazy. But if you hang out with somebody that's not used to Han, they're like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? You know, he's like, is he all right? You looking for love?
No, I'm looking for somebody is excellent at stripping and a video gamer.
You need a video game?
So you need a stripper, video gamer.
Why the video game part?
I mean, as a video gamer, my greatest fantasy is have my dick stuck while I'm playing video games.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah.
All right, let's roll.
I just speak my mind.
Actually, that is your only fault. You speak your mind. You really should keep that shit to yourself. Bro.
No,
Never.
never.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
That's why I love this channel.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself, Munchies.
You guys ready for encased
Yes.
meat
Yeah.
sliced with
I'm more
mayonnaise?
worried about encased meat than my sliced life.
No.
So what I made for them, it was a sandwich. I got a mortadella, poached that,
It looks like a cow's penis.
and then we make our own sesame bread. I split that, scooped out the bread, and then we made something called samurai sauce, which is basically mayonnaise and chili paste mixed together. So we put that on the bread,
It's like a big vagina.
and then I took the hot mortadella and just sliced that.
That's the most beautiful thing I've seen since I watched granny porn yesterday.
Put that down, and then escarole, pecorino, raw red onion, a little olive oil, and like black pepper and chili flake, and then just serve that up.
That sandwich is
You
awesome.
man.
Han is like, when you're hanging out with him, he's one step away from like somebody just like beating the shit out of him. But it's also funny when you're hanging out with a guy like Peter, who's just as crazy. When the two of them get together, that makes me even more nervous because I'm afraid that one of them's gonna like knock the other one out. Peter last night was like busting his balls. I was like waiting for Han just to fucking punch him in the face, and then Peter was gonna have to beat his ass, and it was gonna be a big mess.
Can I get a couple knives here?
It's kind of funny to see him hanging out. Let's get a cheers before somebody gets stabbed with a Gazuki knife or some shit. Who's this? Salud. Thank you, everybody. All the chefs in the city, you know, for the most part, are really cool. You know, we work our ass off, and one of the perks is when you go out, people to take care of you, which is a cool thing. And I love doing it. It's part of the joy of the business is to be able to take care of somebody that works their ass off the same as you.
Han? Salute.
Peter?
How do you say that in Czech? How do you say that in Czech?
McAndrews. Gambay.